This series of many episodes, of which this is the first one, is an effort to inspire the younger, as well as senior Freemasons to understand the soul and the deep meaning of each and every word of the craft ritual, to unearth the mine of surpassing wealth, in which the wisdom of ages has become embedded and preserved. According to the dictionaries, during medieval times, a lodge was referred to an inn. Mostly stone structures, where travelers stayed overnight, in need of a night's sleep, for rest, and to organize the next phase of journey. The term lodge is often used by many synonyms, like chapter, brotherhood, shelter, guild, order, greystones. Total, about 82 names, and every name suggests traditional hospitality, brotherhood, and belief in one creator. A Masonic lodge is the basic organizational unit of Freemasonry, and commonly used as a term for a building in which Freemasons meet. As per the rule, every new lodge must be warranted or chartered by a Grand Lodge. For the information and knowledge of most of Freemasons, by exception the three surviving lodges that formed the world's first known Grand Lodge in London, which now merged into the United Grand Lodge of England, have the unique privilege to operate, as time immemorial, that is, without such warrant. Only one other lodge operates without a warrant, that is, the Grand Stewards Lodge in London, although it does not have the privilege of having the title time immemorial. Scientifically, every living and non-living being, or anything and everything, called matter, is traveling constantly. Traveling from being one aspect to another, and another, until reaching to its final aspect, at its designated time, to go extinct, or reformed to new identity, to another form, and continuing its travel to a new journey. Accordingly, where the living or non-living, stop or rest, in place or in space, physically or philosophically, to change or to create, to meet and to communicate, to form or to reform, to integrate or to multiply, to join or to separate, that place, time, or phase, or all of them, which provided these conditions for all said, may be referred as lodge. A few examples from our life are: when the seconds needle of a clock moves on a step, it rests, and moves again, it rests to gain momentum or to energize to move on to next time period. That rest may be called lodge. And when a train stops at a station, for certain designated time, to board new passengers, and deboarding of all passengers, for some, to start new journey, and bringing some to their destination, that station may be called the lodge for train, and for boarding and deboarding passengers, the train becomes the lodge. For a more clearer example from life, a child being formed inside mother's womb, from couple of cells to a complete healthy human being, and mother's womb becomes a lodge for the baby. Generally most of us look around and register in our mind what our eyes could only see, and that sets our perceiving and observation limits, hence we just quoted these examples. It's really overwhelming when we introspect the meaning of the lodge. Philosophically, let's start understanding it simply and slowly, what we are being told to understand. The whole universe represents the Grand Lodge, under the constant observation of all-seeing eye, and our Earth is representing just another lodge amongst millions, billions and maybe zillions of planetary objects representing lodges rotating in this universe, and all of living and non-living on them are the travelers, in different states of their respective life cycles. Starting our life from the womb of our mother, called Mother Lodge, and after performing given duties, in many other lodges during our lifetime, the soul departs from our body, the lodge of our soul, to Grand Lodge above of Great Architect of the Universe, to start a new journey into unknown, where the next lodge awaits, to initiate us to become a perfect human being. Amen. But a Masonic Lodge is more than a group of people. It is a living, breathing organization, made up of and sustained by the Masons, always striving to make good men better. A lodge life is the coming together of generations and differing backgrounds. What binds Freemasons together is our obligation to each other, to become the best possible versions of ourselves. Remember, no two Masonic lodges are the same. All have unique personalities, driven by their members with exceptional similarities. Like every Masonic lodge welcomes with open arms, provides a helping hand to every Mason, and accepts every Mason with brotherly love, anywhere, anytime, always.